Hey guys, this is Chickeneater3, and in this video I'm going to be playing Wiltshire. I believe this is day 8, and Frost did not record today, so I thought it would be good to fill the gap and record my attacks. Honestly, I don't think this day is going to be that dynamic because I'm pretty much going to force myself to attack 9 specific people, and yeah, it's basically me figuring out how to force myself to do that. Before I click any attacks, I'm going to look at my mercenaries, and I'm going to look at the top 9, so I'm going to force myself to attack the top 9, and my Duke right here leveled up in the AB. I believe I can get this Duke to level 9 today, which would be really nice if I got that level 9 sword. Just so you can see, I have a level 9 sword in my inventory, and it's looking really good, and this is leftover armor from my Amazon that I'm going to put on my Whitman. So I think I have some good equipment lined up, and I'm going to try to, use it to my advantage. So I need to allocate my Duke. So these are the current stats. I put the health there to make sure that it doesn't die to random mount attacks, but it looks like there are fewer and fewer people building attack mounts. It's been kind of pivoting to defense mounts because people want to keep their cavaliers until 20. 154.5-ish damage, 101 defense, about 71 accuracy, this agility, and 49 speed. So this is a pretty typical attack mount. I know my friend Beck put more accuracy on the Duke, but we'll figure it out. So part of my day, like before attacking, will be to just understand what the top 9 is building, to see which direction I should allocate, because I prefer playing very short term today. I'm going to just allocate so that I can win my attacks, because at the end of the day I just want the numbers, right? So I'm just going to spy straight down, starting from number 1, Jib. So Jib has a rebel, and I'm going to be constantly comparing that to my mercs here, and yeah, just pardon the use of the classic version. My muscle memory is entirely classic. I can't beta. My hands just are not used to it. My eyes look at certain parts of the screen, and I can't really get used to that on beta. So this rebel, so I have to just make sure that I can tank his rebel and that he can't crit me, and it looks like he shouldn't crit me and I can tank him. So this is not an issue. Lasher, not an issue. Villain has got some high accuracy, 106. I don't think this is likely to bother my Stingman, but I know at least for Jib, if I want to better my chances of survival, I want to allocate a little more to agility so that I don't get weirdly crit. So that's just a mental note. If you can remember that, that's cool. I remember stuff like this all the time. If you can't, you can open up some sort of word processor or spreadsheet, and you can just make a column that says Jib, increase Whitman agility, and then if you start seeing the same note over and over again for different players, you know that you have a direction to go in. So at least I have that. Azrael has a very high agility Trog, and I think I'm going to be able to fight this merc once I hit level 9, but I cannot attack this immediately. I can kill the Cav, but this Troglodyte is going to solo bolo my team, and that's extremely unwanted. So I think I'm going to wait much later in the day to attack him. I think it's definitely doable, and I know players like Beck got a Wanderer, and the Wanderer is good against the Trog, so that is a benefit for him that I cannot realize. So I need to make sure that my Duke can properly fight the Trog. So that's going to be accuracy for the Duke. Yep. Renegade Monk. So this is same, like he's got some accurate mercs here. So these are all accurate. Not a lot of damage. This one has damage, but I think my defense and HP have it covered. I'm also really close to leveling, so I expect more defense to come in after I level with the armor. So it's becoming more and more obvious that I'm making the same mental note for this person, that I need to improve my agility in order to mitigate the risk of being crit. So I made the same mental note basically for Jib and Renegade Monk, and a slightly different but separate mental note for Azrael. And then we have Shiny, with this defense, okay, agility not too high, so I'm okay here. The Arbalist, I think I can tank because I'm already over and I have a lot of agility over his accuracy. And this Cav, which is being sold, I can solo with my Duke. So this one, I don't really need to make a mental note of anything because once my Duke hits level 9 or gets closer to level 9, I should just be able to kill the Amazon and I'll kill the Cav easily. So no mental note. Timber. So this is a slow Squire. It's got some good damage. It has some health, but it's just very slow. This Sticksman has good damage, but not as much accuracy. This one doesn't really do much. It does have accuracy. So again, like if I really wanted to be meticulous, I could give myself a mental note for that, but I'm already doing that. And it's really slow and not too much damage. So this one's okay. I think my Stingman can comfortably solo the Sticksman, and my Duke can kill his Squire. I just have more stats across the board. So no mental notes there. Ayoba has this Arbalist, and this Arbalist, and then this other Arbalist, and then just one Lasher. So what I'm just thinking is, okay, is my Stingman going to be able to fight his Lasher? Answer is probably, because I have so much defense. But again, 67 accuracy, 51 speed, I have to be really careful about. He's just as fast as my Stingman. So this thing can crit me. If things go horribly wrong, this thing can crit me. It's very unlikely for things to go horribly wrong, but I need to increase my agility. That's what it's kind of telling me. Then Spartan. So this is the individual with a lot of mounts, except these mounts, like, they have 136, right? I'm at 101, so I don't think any of these mounts will really do that much damage. Like, this is not going to hurt me at all, unless he crits me, but 58 against 45 is not very likely. And I think if you combine my Stingman attacking these attacking mounts plus my Duke attacking them as well, I think I'm going to be okay. But I would prefer to fight this guy when I have more experience. So no mental notes. I just need to improve the performance of my Duke, and then it'll be okay. So there's Scotty Dog. He has a variety of mounts. This one does nothing. This one also does nothing. This one does something, but it's not that strong and it's not that accurate. And this villain has a lot of defense. Again, it has high accuracy, so I know my next step is to probably increase my Whitman's agility. And I think my Duke should be able to handle them. And if the Duke somehow dies, I think I should beat him anyways, because this Merc is not really in a position to hurt me because it's so weak offensively. Okay, and then Mark. This guy has an attacking Arbalist. Not too much damage, fortunately. This guy is kind of interesting. You have to ask, can my Duke kill this Cav? And I think if it levels, yeah. If it doesn't level, also yeah. This Lasher, 66, 89. So this is the trickiest one. So this one is tricky because it has 68 speed and about 89 accuracy. So I'm going to have to be very careful attacking this person. So basically, I don't really care in which order I attack these people, because at the end of the day, I'm going to try to force myself to attack them all. And I will only deviate from that plan if it's obviously impossible to do that, because I do not want to concede any points. And conceding points equals lose, right? So right now you can see there are people here that are making 495. See, all these 495 people, Beck. So Beck has 2 mercs, and so if he can make 495, I'm going to expect myself to also hit 495. Then we got some 494s here, but it seems like 495 comes from attacking the entire top 9, and so I'm going to aim for that. So I think the easiest target is Jib after looking at everything. I just don't think, given everything I've seen, that any of his mercs are going to be able to fight me. But I'm going to just continue to look, to be careful. I noticed that, sure, it seems like a win, but my Whitman does not have that much damage, right? So this 125 versus 125, it's not a slam dunk. So I just want to make sure that I want to improve my chances. So I want to increase the accuracy on my Duke right here, because I'm preparing for Azrael. Yep. Okay, so I'm at 80 now. Okay, so I think the sword is going to help me a lot. So Renegade Monk has a really strong thief. Like these guys are pretty powerful, so probably going to ignore for now. Timber, so Timber, this one can't hurt me. I feel safe doing this, and I feel like my Duke is just going to eat the Squire alive. So yeah, I'm going to attack Timber. Is there a retail? No, there isn't. So I'm going to attack him. Okay, so pay attention to the script. The Squire attacked my Duke twice, but I'm very accurate, so I crit him. This is the sort of result I expected. So I'm going to double rank today, actually, which is really nice. It makes me get level 20 tomorrow, and the Duke just does the rest. This, like, ending at 119 is okay. It's, like, slightly comfortable, but I don't wish to be at 119, so just have to, you know, tell myself that fighting a Squire like that could result in the Duke being in that position. So here I equipped the 2 armors. This is the result. So I'm going to increase my agility here. So this is an update, and I'm at 70.2 now, and so I killed Timber. So let's look at Ioba. I'm just going to look at everyone again. So this is the Lasher, and now I'm at 70.2 versus 67. So I'm in a position to attack this guy. I think my Duke is just going to destroy this guy's archers, all 3 of them. So I don't consider this a very risky attack, and I think it should be okay. The only problem is if he crits me multiple times, that would kind of suck. You know, I'm trying to find the safest path to doing this. What is the safest path to doing this? Shiny? Is Shiny safe? Okay, so I can kill... Yeah, this is 80 versus 60. This is pretty big. Like, with the 3%, I guess 3% is not that much. Yeah. Okay. So here you'll see me kind of stop and think about a lot of things, because I'm in no hurry to make attacks. I already know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to attack Jib. I think I can kill Jib, because I think this Longbowman is just going to die to my Duke. Oh, it didn't die to my Duke. My whip killed all 4 of his mercs. Okay. That kind of makes sense. But I didn't lose any health, so that's good. Duke, okay. Whip, okay. So my Duke is 1 level away from being attacked. Sorry, not being attacked. Leveling up. 1 attack from being level up. And, you know, I don't think these mercs are permanent, so the order in which I do my pits is not that important, because these mercs are going to literally be sold tomorrow. So if I can't find a target that I'm 100% comfortable with, I'm going to pit him, because I actually want to win these attacks, and I'm not really interested in taking any more risk than I need to. So if I can't find something obvious, I'm going to just pit. I'm going to pit. Okay. So he's level 8. I don't think I have any level 8 armor that... Okay, I have this armor in here. I just want to see what it looks like. I'm not going to, like, categorically take it. Okay, I don't really like how it looks. Let's buy this. Okay, so I'm gonna start allocating to damage. So I have 161. How much do I need to get in order to defeat Shiny? Yeah, I'm fine here. Okay, alright. So let's take a look at Shiny. So I got 29 experience from each of those jousts, and I have 6 jousts left. So let me see. I think I just need to hit level 9. I think that's the most important thing. So I have 239, so divided by 29-ish, I need 8.2 jousts. So I think if I just attack one more person, I'll be able to joust him to level 9, and then it'll be completely okay. Sorry, not joust. Pit him to level 9. My vocabulary is just completely messed up. This is what happens when I think really, really hard while recording. Okay, so I'm going to attack Shiny. I don't think Shiny is going to pose any sort of threat to me. It would have to be a freak accident for him to do anything. Okay. Alright. Great. Okay, so I'm just going to pit this Duke then to level 9. Okay, I should have one more. Yep. So let's vote for HD, support the game. Fantastic. Okay, so I need something level 9. No, it's not even in there. Okay, would you look at that? 193. This is massive. And in order to kill Azrael, okay, so let me think about this. Are there any other attacking mounts that I need to attack? So this is a no. So this one, I just have to kill Azrael's Troglodyte, right? So there's that. Does this guy have an attacking mount? No. This guy has quite a few mounts in general. So I might want to allocate to hit points, actually, because I already have enough damage and accuracy. So I'm going to allocate to hit points, because I want him to be really bulky so I can fight the last guy with a lot of mounts. He's got a lot of firepower in there. Okay, so Azrael, I've kind of optimized my Duke to attack him. So I have 440 hit points. I have a lot of damage. I'm just going to nuke Azrael. I think it's just going to be okay. His Trog has a lot of agility, and actually I think it must have countered my whip. Yeah, because my whip's accuracy is inferior to its agility. But the Duke is fast, and the Duke did the job. So let me check how close the Whipman is. Oh, one more level. Okay, so I have a strong Duke. What's the next step? I think it might be this. Yeah. I don't remember if I attacked Ioba yet. Okay, we did it. So now the whip. Alright, so this is going to help me protect myself against unfortunate accidents. So 77 agility is pretty good. I don't see anybody, having over 200 damage, so I think this is going to be fine. Let's look at how many levels. So each attack is worth like mid-50. So I have about 200, so maybe four attacks. So in 4 attacks, okay, so basically what this means is I can't really level my mercs anymore. So I'm going to be using the same mercs to attack the other 4 players. So the order of operations doesn't really matter because I can't influence the level of my mercs anymore. So I have to attack Monk, Spartan, Scotty Dog, and like Mark or something. I feel like it really doesn't matter the order I attack. I'm just going to do it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I lost 25? Yeah, he hit me. The Squire hit me. The Cavs are not really active in doing anything. Okay, so 158. Yeah, again, they're going to level at the end of the day, but it's not going to help me today doing attacks. Okay, and then, yeah, this makes sense. Okay, so then I have Renegade Monk, Mark, and Spartan. I'm gonna hit Monk. I feel like I can just defeat him. Now these 70s don't look that bad because I'm in the 70s as well. Okay, so I'm going to attack Monk. Okay, I got him. Let me see the interaction between the Archer and the Duke here. 25. Oh, I actually countered one of his mercs. Okay, that's cool. Stingman, Duke, 115. Okay, yeah, sure. And then the rest is, yeah, the rest plays itself, kind of. So I have 2 more attacks. This means I need to hit Spartan and Mark. So Mark has this really weak. So this is the biggest problem, but I think I'm going to do it because I'm fairly confident that my Duke will just ransack his team before he can hurt my whip. Okay. How did my whip lose hit points? Oh, the Rebel? Okay, the Rebel is the one. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Okay. So, yeah, these guys will level up, but again, not going to make much of a difference. So, this 174 is a lot. But I have a lot of HP. I am prepared for this. I'm going for it. Like, can my... So my Stingman... Yeah, so this is I think this is the riskiest attack. But... Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say my Stingman could have soloed the mercs anyways. So, that's okay. I just countered everyone. Yeah, this kind of makes sense. Like, he has 4 mercs. This is the riskiest attack. That's okay. Do I have a level 9? Like, I think I checked and I forgot. Oh, yeah, there is a level 9 here. Yeah. You know, ideally, it would have been nice if the Duke survived, but it's not that important because this merc is literally going to be gone tomorrow. And I think that experience is whatever. Like, I have the points. So, so here, I allocate this based on what I expect the enemy mercs to grow. So, I don't expect this Trog to scale very well because it's already at level 11. Jib, you know, I don't see him scaling that much either. So, I think I might invest this into accuracy. So that I don't get randomly countered by these mercs. I think accuracy is going to be important. And if I sense danger in like these Arbalist damage going up, I'm going to enhance the defense of my Whitman. But until then, I think I should be okay. Yeah, it's either accuracy or defense. I think I'm going to go accuracy here. So this is what my mercs, you know, this is what they look like. It would have been nice to level this to 10, but again, I don't think it's the end of the world, and I kind of went into that last fight knowing that it might happen, and that's why I picked it last, because it was the riskiest. The agility on the Stingman was definitely helpful, and the choice to allocate that comes from seeing consistencies in allocation directions when you spy. I'm going to play the jousting game, 5, 10, 60. Just indiscriminately joust. Looks like I'm going to come out positive, but yeah, it's okay, whatever. I don't even care what it is. I'm just going to joust indiscriminately every day. I can't pit the archer because I don't have an archer. So here is the time of day. Let me see how long I've been recording. 25 minutes? That's fine. Here's the time of day where I start looking at people that I haven't really spied on, because these people, even though they're not high value, they're going to be very important later on in the season. So I'll probably read a lot of these. Anyone that I can sense might be a threat to, you know, contesting for GP1, I'm going to read and see how they're doing and, you know, what their current earnings are, all that type of thing. So if you see me online in HD, it's probably because I'm reading stuff. All right, so we spy these guys already. So Charity Charna, you know, I don't think they're actually serious with anything really. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Atlantic has one merchant. What? This is just like, this guy is just trolling. He has 110 accuracy too. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not gonna attack him, so it's okay. Josher. So Josher is a new addition to Illuminati. Josher has 3 mounts. This is a nothing mount. This is a slightly nothing mount, and this is a something mount. You know, the level 13 Squire. So, yeah, just be aware of this guy, even though I think he's like pretty behind in buy level. Yeah, it's all right. I don't know why it's scrolling me down after doing the spy. I might just open it in a new tab. So this is one of the multis, and this is just pure by level 0. So this is you know, let me organize this way. Okay. So Achilles. I don't know what he's doing. His defense, attack, defense. I don't understand this. I don't think he does either. So, yeah, this is a lot of damage, and this is accuracy, and this is some defense. So I don't think I'll fight him ever, at least not in the next few days, but I could tell what he's doing here, and he has a setup that I don't think is extremely logical, but he's Achilles. You know, he's played this game for a while, so and it's not my problem, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Lancelot. So Lancelot's been keeping up. I know Lancelot in the past has lost some attacks, but here he seems very stable. You know, he seems very, very consistent. Didn't make any big mistakes. So this high agility right here, high agility. This is a regular archer. When it hits level 9, it's gonna suck. And then this villain, high accuracy, high damage, high agility. So this person is probably going to suck to attack, but again, not my problem. I don't need to attack them. So Weed Wizard. So okay, this Squire has been sold. I assume they're keeping the Strongman, and the Arbalist is going to hit level 9. This is big tanky. I'm not sure what this is sold for, but hold on, I think I can find out. Do they have public logs? The attacked Covenant. No. Does Covenant have public logs? No. Okay. Sometimes you can tell by the Merc's HP what Merc they pivoted to, but looks like you can't tell. But it's okay. I'm not attacking this person either, and this is a pretty bad attack unless they do something really bad, which I don't think so, because they're keeping it together pretty good. Cantaloupe. This also tanky. This one being sold. Amazon. This is a very normal Amazon, and 105 accuracy villain being sold. So it's too hard to evaluate what's going on here because half of the mercs are being sold. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Again, not in my range anymore. And Gibby. Let's see here. So high damage. Yep. So yeah, this is a pretty typical setup too. 0 speed, very elegant. High agility, sure. So that's myself. So I'm tied with Beck. So Beck is basically the same Duke Wanderer instead of Duke Stingman, and it's funny. I spent almost 20 years playing the game with Beck, and I think my playing style is, out of all the players that have ever played HD, I think my playing style is the closest to Beck, and it's really funny because we're tied for experience, and we have very similar builds. So I've been talking to him recently, which is it's really cool because I literally haven't spoken to him at all in all the times we've played. But now we're both adults. It's chill, and yeah, he hasn't really missed a step. He's earning a lot. He's doing good. This is, I guess, Ngibby's obvious multi. This is the Deathbow Lasher villain. Okay, so this one dangerous. I don't think I want to touch him, but yeah, too low anyways. So Mystic Caterpillar. Mystic Caterpillar. Okay. So the Longbowman is kind of a weird choice, but it's okay. So this Troglodyte's being sold. Longbowman's being sold. So I suppose they're getting a composite bowman, and I'm not really sure about the last merc. It could be anything. So we'll find out tomorrow. And this is one of the players that if they chose to go by level 20, they could potentially be competition. So we have to watch out for that. Frost is also in that same position. I feel like this defense is kind of low, but it's okay. This defense is really high, almost level 9, but being sold, apparently. It's really interesting. And then the Cavalier is a standard Cavalier, but it's a little low on the defense. It's okay. Frost is one of the players to watch because he won't be down here for very long. Same goes with Cheech. Cheech has a Wanderer and a Duke. So this is, oh my goodness, it has 500 health. Wonder why he did that. Okay, well, I mean, I got close, but I also allocated to other stats before I got close. Yeah, this is really interesting, and this is pretty much Beck, but with more emphasis on the Wanderer, which I don't agree with, but it's okay, not my problem. And Cheech and I talked a lot about what mercs to pick for by level 14. And so, I told him that Beck picked a Wanderer, and I think he saw eye to eye, so he picked a Wanderer himself. Q, I'm going to skip because these are multis and I don't want to waste your time. So this is Elation, a returning player. Soul, half the mercs, so it's really hard to evaluate, but you can tell kind of what their tendencies are when you see this Blade Wielder. It's very uncommon merc. Very defensive, very interesting. Too Dark Forever, so this is one of the top 5 players, plus Crush of Demons. So these are the, a few of the players from last time. This is current, right? No, this is the Alliance Spy. What am I talking about? Okay, so this cross being sold, cross long being sold. So I suppose he's hit by level 14. This Wong is really outdated. I feel like if they had the ability to get an Arbalist, keeping the Scout is a little strange. This is similar. They sold the Compound Bowman and the Arbalists. This is a Longbowman. So these guys are brothers. I'm evaluating their teams kind of separately. So this is a Scout and this is a Cavalier. So you can kind of see the level 8 Cavalier has already eclipsed the Scout in stats, and it's funny, today is the eclipse day for North America. But yeah, maybe in an hour we'll be able to see some eclipse action. So these players are too low to attack right now, but they know how to play an endgame, and so you might see them at the top, and it's good to know how far are they. If this guy's still holding a Compound Bowman today, then it said something about their buy level. I'm gonna skip Bagel. Let's check Bagel out. So this is basically Beck and Cheech. She picked a Wanderer and a Duke. Yeah, this is kind of logical. I feel like the low defense makes me really scared on the Wanderer. That's why I didn't pick it. And I was also concerned some people might pivot to Axes, but I haven't seen that yet, so maybe the Wanderer is okay. Yeah, and then Zeratol's all the way down here. So I'm going to spy these individuals. So Zeratul, this is attacking, Strongman attacking. So I believe this looks like he's pivoted to 2 dukes, if I had to hazard a guess. Too low to attack, but Zeratul is one of the players that, again, knows how to play an endgame. This is Chernobyl 3 with 2 mercs. Okay, Strongman Cavalier. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's being very serious here. Ivory. Okay, so this is the triangle with 3 mercs for some odd reason. Okay, and then the Ella. Then we got Jamai. And then we've kind of reached the end of like the competitive players. Where's Forshard? Did they not spy Forshard? Okay, that's not good. But you know, honestly, Mark, you know, you did a lot of the spies, so I'm not gonna give you a hard time. I just want to know. This is last reset. I want to know what Forshard is doing. You have to give him the correct amount of respect because also Grim Reaper and Donut. You guys are missing some of the key players here. Okay, all right. And Marduk is a you know, he's been playing for a while, so I want to see what he's doing. But this is Jamai, Strawman Squire. Okay, all right. This is the Ella. So the Ella lost a lot of attacks yesterday, I believe, and must have been a really bad day. So hopefully they can pick it up and not get discouraged. So this is Marduk, Donut, Grim Reaper, Forshard. Okay, so we're going to spy Forshard. So attacking Cav. Why does he have 3 mercs? You can have 4 mercs. You can just buy a nothing archer and raise it for money and then sell it at a profit. I don't know. Okay, sure. Grim Reaper, Donut, Marduk. Okay, so Grim Reaper. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. This looks like it's going to limit his ability to attack because he's just given himself a merc that does very little. Yeah, if you buy level rush with 9 attacks and 2 mercs, Deathbow, like after a week in, is really risky. Yeah, it's kind of a generalized statement, but that's how I feel, especially after spying, you know, almost 50 people. It just seems like that. Okay, so Donut is like full sold his mercs, so I can't really evaluate this, but it's just fun to see. He's got the big Amazon. This is a lot of agility. Arbalist with a lot of damage. This Scout, yeah, this is maybe his original Scout. Like Donuts always starts with a Scout, and this could be his OG merc. And then this Cavalier is being sold too, so I guess he's full pivoted, which is I think still doable at this stage. Because I full pivoted yesterday. Then we got the Arby here, Brave. So Marduk has sold a lot of his mercs. He's kept his page, which is really interesting. This merc is very, very outdated, and it's going to be really slow to grow. So it's very interesting. Wonder what he pivoted to. Okay, so now my last thing is to just look at the current top. I know there are some people that haven't played yet, so I can't just assume that, you know, these are the final rankings. Like Jib, who's winning, hasn't played yet, but it looks like he's online, so he must be doing something. And then this guy has never been that skilled playing, so I'm not going to, consider his not being there like a thing, because, and then the Rad hasn't played. Let me spy the Rad, see what he's doing. Duke Wanderer. Okay, so a lot of guys actually went Duke Wanderer, and he's got a lot of speed. So we have a lot of different types of Wanderers, and it just, you know, it's interesting how many directions the merc can go. Okay, so let's see what happened here. So these guys are earning very aggressively. Ayoba, yeah, so they're earning more because they have more attacks and they're entitled to more. So all of these people are earning more. This is 9 attacks, it looks like. 9 attacks, 9 attacks. So this is all great. It looks like Shiny is in the process of playing, so I expect him to get more mercs. Oh, he attacked Nayef. My friend. Okay. So this is a cluster of 495s here. That's just, it is what it is, 495, 495. Happy that Elation hit 493, 4-shard scored 494. It's just 1 point, not a big deal. Azrael's in the process of playing. I wonder how he's going to change his build, but it is what it is. Okay, and then this is, I believe this is 9 attacks, so this is 487, 495. Yep. So it's really weird. I made some comments about how risky his team was, but then he ended up getting 495. So maybe it's not that risky. 491, I'm going to have to talk to her about this. It's not a good one. 484, I think he also really played it safe. These are pretty good. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is a result of him pivoting. And then 495, that's what we want to see. And then I think everyone else is in the process of playing 495. Good job. Let's see here. Who is this? What's he doing here? Okay, this makes sense. It's got a lot of walls. Yes. Lots of walls. Okay. So yeah, that's it for my day. I will reach by level 20 tomorrow. Let's allocate to buy level. So we're hitting buy level 20 tomorrow in probably 8 attacks. Yeah, I would guess. And then I have 1 more attack. And then the next day is going to be kind of miserable because I have to attack with baby mercs. And then after that, I should be fine. Yeah, that's the extent. Sometimes I'll look at the museum for fun, just to see who has attacks. So we have 5 people with 11 attacks, a lot of people with 10, and these are the people with the lean by level rush. It's gonna be fun. Level 16 knife on the renegade monk. We have to be careful with that tomorrow if he's in the top. Yeah, so that's about it. That has been my day. We maxed out. Unfortunately, the Duke died, but I'm not too bothered by it. It's completely fine. And yeah, we'll see you with by level 20 tomorrow. It's gonna be good. Actually, it's not gonna be good. What am I talking about? See you later.